In today's lab session, we're going to be creating uh, a series of photos and frame animating to create animated GIF files. So all your files, asset files, are on the Moodle area in a zip file. So once you've downloaded your files, you go to File, Scripts, Load File into Stack, and then go in the browser. And I've got my files already there, so once I've got my file there, Lake Show, I'll click on the first file, my image, and then click on the last image and say open. So once I'm happy with that, just don't worry about automating a line source. This is for if you are planning to have different file size, but at the moment I've got all these files are similar, so I'm happy with that, and I'll say OK. And what it's doing, it's creating a series of layers from 0 to I think that there are about more than 30 layers now. But if I just start taking the eye off, let me just zoom into this image. Okay, so just go on the magnifying glass and just zoom in. And I can take the eye off, eye in. You can see that there's some animation going on already. But how we create an animation is the whole key to this point. That's why we've got all the layers there. So let's go to Windows and let's go to Timeline now. Okay, and the new Photoshop which we have got has got two options now. So we've got an option of creating video timeline or creating frame animation. So at the moment we're looking at creating frame animation. So if you just click on that and simply just click once, and what happens here directly, you can see that one frame is only there, but then we've got so many layers still there. So we're going to convert these layers to all our frames. So what we need to do is just go to our timeline window. Just click on this little button there, pointing downwards, and make frame from layers. If I click on here, and off you go with all the frames there. So if I just scroll down, and let's see how many pictures we had. So it's 1 till 47. What I'm going to do is only play this back. So let's play this back. There you go. And you'll notice that it's a little bit fast, a little bit kind of, it's not working for me. What I'm going to do is slow this down a little bit. So how you slow it down is by selecting all the frames. First click on the first frame and then press on the shift key and then drag your cursor right to the end and then click on the 47th frame. Okay, so once I've done that, and if you can see right at the bottom here, it says 0-second dot. So what I'm going to do is simply click on here and then simply go to, I'll just say I need 0.2 seconds on this, and if I now play it back, at least it's there, it's running, but it's not running that fast. Okay, one more other thing I want to do is make it forever, so it all loops around. So just click on this once there and just simply click on forever. I'm now happy with that. If I just play this back. Okay, so once we've done it, now the final stage to this is how we're going to save it. So let's go to File, Export for Web, Save for Web. Okay, and once we're here, let's start from the original image first. So let me just go with this figure in. So if you can see the original image here, it's right down to 2.5. Okay, and just optimize imaging is 9.293, and then you go up to 2, and then you go up to 4, and you can see the reduction happens there. So let's take like the one which is in the middle. Let's take something 7.37 meg. So if I just kind of play this back, There we go. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, so once you got the depth here, remember that you can change the color depth. As soon as I change the color depth, watch what happens there. It increases the size as well. So if we just kind of increase depth to 256, it will kind of, I think it will go back to 13 or 14. Perfect. So if I just have a depth of, let's say 16 only, so that will turn to 5.4 meg. So it really depends, and if I was you, I would try to experiment and see how would it look on a web page, and I'll show you what do I mean, how does it look on a web page. So the moment if you just go a preset, just say unknown, okay, just leave it there. Sorry, unnamed. If you just have the preset unnamed, make sure it's GIF or not JPEG, because if it's JPEG, it will be only still image. Just make sure it's GIF. I'm happy with that. Settings. I'll just pull it up a little bit. I'll put for 64. At least we got some colors there. I'm happy with that. Let's save it. Let's go to my documents. I can go in here, double click on desktop, and I'm going to just simply just put it somewhere here, and I'll say master. I'll just name it, to be very honest, and then I'll just give my initials, and I'll save. There we go. So let's have a look at my animation. So now I can just bring this back here. I can just double click on one of my animations, just say do that. There you go. So that's my animation there. If I just play this back. Okay. So it really depends on how big a size you need and how much depth you want on your animation itself. So let me just put it on the web as well. So just go on Safari, for example, and this is what's going to look like. Okay, so it's really got a lot of options there. If you have any questions, again, hopefully you're going to enjoy this video, and we're going to really talk about the video animation as well. At the moment we're looking at the stop animation. We're going to look at the video side of this as well. Please do ask questions if you need help. Thank you.